Welcome to Science Access. In today's class, we'll be talking about the Protozoa Part 5. I'll be following this outline. We'll be talking about the Clade Excavata, where we'll talk about the Phylum Euglenozoa, Phylum Parabasalia, and Phylum Heterolabosae, or what is actually now referred to as Percolozoa. Under the Phylum Euglenozoa, we'll discuss their general characteristics, classification, then we'll talk about the classes under Euglenozoa, such as the Euglenoida, Kinetoplastea, Diplonemea and Symbiontida. Euglena, the genus, will be discussed as a representative of the phylum Euglenozoa. A brief characteristics and structure of the phylum Parabasalia and phylum Percolozoa will be discussed towards or at the end of this video. Excavata is a paraphyletic group of unicellular protists that possess a feeding groove that looks like an excavated hole in one side of the body. This actually gives them the name excavata, like excavate. Some are autotrophic, while others are heterotrophic. They include the Percolozoa, the Euglenozoas, and the Parabasalia. Let's talk about the phylum Euglenozoa. They are actually monophyletic group of flagellated protists. Now, the term monophyletic means they have a common ancestor, a common origin, while the term polyphyletic actually means that they have different ancestors or more than one ancestor. They are single cell and they can be autotrophic or heterotrophic. In general, they comprise of four groups: the free-living and parasitic Kinetoplastids, the Diplonemes, which are mostly free-living, and heterotrophic and photosynthetic Euglenids, as well as the deep-sea symbiotids. What are the characteristics of Euglenozoa? They are actually flagellated protists, that they possess flagella. They are unicellular, ranging from around 15 to 40 micrometer in size, and some are autotrophic, while others are actually heterotrophic. Let's talk about the classification of Euglenozoa. They are actually classified into four or divided into four classes. They include Euglenoida or Euglenoida, Kinetoplastea, Diplonemea and Symbiontida. Let's talk about the class Euglenoida. They are actually unicellular microorganisms with flexible body. They possess both plant-like and animal-like features. Let's talk about the genus Euglena as a representative of the phylum Euglenozoa. In our parasitology series, we will talk about some species of Kinetoplastea. Euglena are unicellular protists. They are aquatic organisms usually found in freshwater such as the ponds, lakes, rivers. The genus Euglena have more than 1,000 species and they exhibit both autotrophic and heterotrophic mode of nutrition depending on either the environmental condition or the species. They are mostly greenish in color due to the presence of chlorophyll pigment, which is actually responsible for photosynthesis. However, some species of Euglena possesses carotenoid pigment, which give it its distinct color like red. Let's talk about the structure of Euglena. In this case, we'll be talking about the structure of Euglena viridis. As you can see from the diagram, the outer coverings is actually the pellicle, which gives the cell its flexibility and contractibility as they move. Next to the pellicle is the plasma membrane, which is selectively permeable. It actually protects the inner content of the cell from the outside environment. As you can see from the diagram, there is the flagella, which is actually responsible for locomotion. In Euglena, you can also see the eye spore, which is responsible for phototaxis. That is taxis response in Euglena. Other organelles, such as mitochondrium, responsible for what synthesis of or energy synthesis. We have the lysosome, chloroplast, contractile vacuum that is actually responsible for osmoregulation and various other organelles. Let's talk about the classification of Euglena. It actually belongs to the domain Eukaryota or Eukarya, the kingdom Protista, phylum Euglenozoa, class Euglenoida, order Euglenales, family Euglenaceae, and genus Euglena. Let's discuss nutrition in Euglena. Some species of Euglena possesses chloroplast, and are able to produce their own food through the process of photosynthesis. But in the absence of sunlight or in the dark, they resort to heterotrophic mode of nutrition, absorbing nutrients from organic matter. It should be noted that the chloroplast of Euglena contain pyrenoid, which is used to synthesize pyramelon. Pyramelon is the form in which carbohydrate is stored in Euglena. Some are also stored as starch granule. Some species of Euglena are heterotrophic and either absorb organic nutrients from their surrounding waters or engulf bacteria and protists in a process called phagocytosis. In this process, food vacuum is formed. Euglena have one or two flagella which is used for locomotion. It also has eye spore, which is a photoreceptor and make them to respond to stimuli of light. Let's discuss reproduction in Euglena. Reproduction in Euglena occurs through the process of binary fusion, and as you can see from the diagram, the process of reproduction starts from the nucleus dividing into two, followed by the division of the cytoplasm. As you can see from the diagram, the cytoplasm actually divides longitudinally or from up to bottom vertically. Let's discuss the second phylum, Parabasalia. Parabasalids are a group of flagellated protists within the Clade Excavata. They possess a distinct feature called the parabasal body, which is unique to this group. What are their characteristics? Their flagella is present in one or more clusters at their anterior end, and they possess a stiffening rod called the azostyle. As you can see from the diagram, you can see the flagella being displayed at the anterior end. You can see the azostyle, and they also possess a parabasal body, as you know. Some parabasalids are anaerobic and they completely lack mitochondrion. They are termed amitochondriate. Some possesses small hydrogenosome which develop from the reduced mitochondrion. Examples of parabasalid include Trichomonas vaginalis, Trichomonas gallinae, Trichomonas fetus, and Histomonas melagridis. Let's talk about the last phylum, Percolozoa. These are actually a group of colorless, non-photosynthetic excavates, including many that transform between the amoeboid, flagellate, and cyst stages. Most Percolozoa are bacterivorous in soil, freshwater, and sometimes in the ocean. Bacterivorous actually means they feed on bacteria. The only member of this group that is infectious to humans is Naegleria fowleri, which is the causative agent of amoeboic meningitis. This is the end of the lesson for Protozoa. In our next series, we'll be starting on the Metazoan series. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to support this channel. Thank you.